Welcome back to Hannity. A shocking security video appears to show now former Florida State University quarterback punching a woman in the face at a Tallahassee bar. Now, Johnson has been charged with misdemeanor battery, but his attorney says he may have been provoked. Joining us now is his attorney, Jose Baez, and Florida State attorney who's handling the case, William Meggs, is with us. Jose, I'm looking at the NBC. I feel I've known you for a long time. And when you say, well, you know, it wasn't until she struck him twice that he reacted. The woman raised his fist, shouted racial epithets. I was a little surprised at those comments. I wanted to see if that's what you had really said.
Well, you know, certain things get taken out of context. I never said that he was provoked. I do believe the video clearly shows that he was not the initial aggressor, and that's what I said. He was struck by the woman prior to him striking her, but I want to be clear. DeAndre has apologized for this entire incident. He believes he should have turned around and walked away. He is regrettable that this thing has ever happened, and his life has been derailed as a result of it, and he is now owning it, and he's volunteering at a battered women's shelter. And he plans on learning from this experience and trying to regroup his life. Walk
us through the tape, Jose. I've known you a long time. All right, I'm looking at the tape. It's a beginning here. She's hitting him. You could see that, and then he hit her back. I was raised, correct, you never hit a woman. You're saying that he now recognizes that was a huge mistake on his part.
Correct. You know, he feels, well, first of all, no one should be touching or hitting another person, period.
Right.
Whether it's a man or a woman. And, you know, we all know 30% of the cases that are brought and prosecuted in domestic violence cases are women who are arrested. So it goes both ways. However, no one should be touching another person against their will, and DeAndre is completely apologetic about it. His football days are over. Yeah. He is very disappointed about that. He went through a lot of trouble to try and get to FSU and worked very hard to play football there, and his life is completely derailed as a result of this, and he knows that, and he's got to man up to that.
Mr. Meggs, let's go to the university president, John Thrasher. The football coach's decision to dismiss the quarterback, DeAndre Johnson. He said, while it's important to adhere to due process, having now seen the physical altercation captured on video, there is no question in my mind that Coach Fisher made the correct decision. Your reaction?
Well, I certainly agree with that. The football team has had its share of negative publicity in recent months and years, and this certainly does not add to the reputation of what I would call a very great school.
All right, what do we do in the case, Jose, where, all right, let's say he did walk away. Would she have gotten in trouble for hitting him because you could see that she hit him across the face first? Or is there a different standard? And should there be a different standard?
Well, I think that question is better posed for Mr. Meggs.
Mr. Meggs?
I certainly know they probably.
Well, you know, obviously, you know, facts sometimes get in the way of people, and one of the things we've done is we have gone frame by frame with the victim in this case about what did happen. She was being pushed and elbowed long before she raised her fist. She told him to get off of me. I was here first. And
he definitely was holding her before that all started. You're right. So you're saying that his argument that, in fact, what Jose is saying, that it wasn't until she struck him twice that he reacted. You disagree with Jose Baez on that?
She did not strike him at all. She swung at him with a pretty weak left.
Well, she did. No, she did strike him. It's right there on video. I can see it.
No, she didn't hit him. You know, she missed him.
Wait, hang on. Right there. Watch the left hand of the girl. She's obviously, he's holding her back, as you can see. And then if you watch at this moment, there's the left. Yeah, she did hit him.
Well.
And I'm not, listen, I was raised, you never touch a girl. I had 3 older sisters.
Well.
It didn't matter what happened. If I raised my hand to my sisters, I was in trouble.
Well, you know, the truth is he should have walked away.
Agreed, and Jose agrees with that?
Rather than walking away after he punches a girl in the nose.
I agree. So what should the charges, where are you going to go in terms of the legal aspect of this, Jose?
Well, you know, his life has already been destroyed. Hopefully, it's all about picking it up from here on out. I'm certain Mr. Meggs and his office has an excellent reputation. I'm certain that, you know, I'm hoping the worst of this is behind us and we can somehow resolve this case. For a positive, to try and turn a negative into a positive, DeAndre is already doing community service. He's trying to make amends for his actions, and I hope that and the sacrifices and the losses he's already incurred is enough.
Mr.
I don't
Meggs,
know how much
let me ask
more
you
you
that
can beat a dead
question.
horse.
He's lost his college career. He's been released. He's doing community service. Does that impress you that he's showing contrition and a change of heart?
Well, you know, all the factors come into play. This case has been filed with the court. It will be resolved in one of two ways, either by a plea that is acceptable to the state or by a trial by jury.
What would be an acceptable plea to you if...
Well, we haven't even got to that stage yet. You know, what we do in these cases is, you know, first off...
But you're saying there will be no charges brought against the woman, only the guy in this case?
No, there will be no charges brought against her.
Okay, and that you feel he was the aggressor and even the punch that she threw is irrelevant to you? Well,
it's part of what she did. He was battering her when she threw the punch.
It looked like he was holding back her hands, like he was afraid she was going to hit her. It looks like there might be some history. I don't know if I'm reading into that.
Well, he was holding her left arm before she raised her right fist. There's no question about that. No question he was pushing her into the video shows that.
It looked like he was trying to restrain her. Was there a history between these two before this, sir?
None that I'm aware of.
Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys will be able to resolve this. Jose, you want to add something?
No, I just wanted to add that, you know, the moment she turns around with a fist in the air, and the only time, the very first time DeAndre touches her is to prevent her from hitting him, and you know, we can batter back and forth over this, but I think what we wanted, the message we want to send, especially to our young adults, is, you know, one, this shouldn't occur, and both parties should learn from it, and two, you should try and move on from this experience and teach our youth and hopefully let them grow and make this an educational experience for these young adults. And if we can successfully do that, I think it will ultimately solve the problem. You never solve a problem by putting a Band-Aid on it. You solve it by trying to fix it and educate them.
All right. It's sad to see stuff like this. I got to tell you, it really is. But hopefully, Jose, you're right. It could be some good can come out of a very bad situation. Thank you both.